Alright class, settle down, class is in session, everyone get to your seats. Hey there YouTube, I'm Yukitsu, this is the Yukitsu Times, welcome to my channel, welcome back to Don't Starve. We've gone pretty insane here, as you can see, but we're recovering, so we're just eating our bits of taffy. It's all gonna be fine, we're actually relatively well off as far as that goes. So we're at that point where we want to build our shadow manipulator. I need a purple gem, and I need some logs, and this is pretty much where we're going to be headed for the finale here, is once we've gotten a little bit of magic going. I think that'll be sufficient. Let's open this chest up. There's our living logs. Okay, and we just need a purple gem. I don't know if I actually have a purple gem. Okay, we don't apparently have a purple gem. The way to make a purple gem is to take two gems and put them together. Now, the other way to get a purple gem is to go down all the way here, and, that's not going to be fun. But, yeah, that's what we're going to have to do to get ourselves what we need here. So let's go ahead and add some fuel to this thing. Let's add even more fuel to this thing. Holy crap. Let's just top it right up there. And we'll chop down some trees to refill our fuel because we just used all of that. Pretty much all our fuel. Gotta get this done here before our base burns down or whatever, which would be awful. Going on a bit of a chopping wood spree here, and I can't afford to take much more sanity damage. I've already got the living log, so I don't need more of that, so we're just gonna go ahead and chop down these trees here. Get a good amount. Let's see here, that's all we can carry. I'm not gonna bother digging up the stumps then, that's fine. Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and just cool down a second longer. And that should be good enough. Okay, so our ice box, we want to put this in. Let's put a bit in there and a bit in there. We're at full, so I mean that's not going to help us any. And we'll keep this on the drying racks just because otherwise we're going to end up having it rot as well. I mean, might as well keep it fresh as long as possible because apparently that's what keeping it on the drying rack does instead of turning it like ridiculously rock hard. But okay, so I don't really know where I'm running up here for, so there is the adventure thing, I guess, that we could go venture into, but there's no reason to do that. We've already beaten that. So let's not. Alright, let's eat a couple flowers here just so that we can get this, just want to get that rolling where we've got plenty of stuff for that. If we have a pickaxe, that would be great. Looks like we don't. So again, but what we want here is just to get some stuff so that we can pickaxe, or so that we can make a cold fire. So we need some sulfur or whatever that is, saltpeter? I can't remember what it is. I like how the ice stays here. I think that was a result of me going insane temporarily. So we can now make a endothermic fire, which is great. You'd think that ice cubes would also do that, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that that showed up because I went insane for a while. I didn't remember them staying after you went back into sanity, but it's pretty nice that they are here. So there's a tip for you, I guess. If you ever go insane, you can get ice in the summer. Get the feeling stuff also lights on fire in winter, but, you know, that's besides the point. Alright. Let's get a little bit more of that niter. That's what it is, niter. Alright. Could also always do with more rocks. Or rather, I think I give those to Chester usually. I'll probably give them to Chester again here. And that should be enough for now. Okay, Chester, you're full. So let's grab that and put that here. What did I just do there? Chester? There we go. Okay. The frogs are still there from like a million years ago, but that's fine, because we're going to ignore you. And we're going to start heading down towards all the way down here, because it's such a long walk that it'll probably not be summer anymore by the time we get there. But, yeah, where are we again? Way up here. Oh boy. Alright, so this is going to be a very long walk. I'm not even sure it's summer anymore, honestly. It might not be. If I had the thermometer, I'd be able to tell, but I was never very good at telling what color the screen was, so it's definitely a thing. Ah. Frogs. Alright, why not? We've got our football helmet on for safety, which is always a good idea. I haven't seen any sort of indication that I'm going to be sizzling here for this little trek, so I'm probably actually okay. I'm going to grab up a couple of these in addition, so that's fine. Because we do want to get our sanity back up. There's no point in us running around and being insane anymore. But we can, in fact, run around, it looks like, and not worry about things. We've gotten to the point where our little cold stone is no longer cooling us, so yeah, that's pretty fine. That's pretty good. The other way I could do this is I could go down into the caves, but I don't really like the caves, so we're not going to do that. Alright, more flowers. There we go. How close are we? We're still a million miles away, and we're going the wrong way. Oh, shoot. Okay, so yeah, this map has me a little bit turned around just because it's got such a weird vibe to it. Alright. There we go. Okay, so we're in mole territory now. I could grab some of this and I could actually end up getting more nightmare fuel from it. I could just craft it into nightmare fuel. In fact, I might as well do that. I'm going to see if building a regular campfire actually causes me to overheat, or if I'll be fine. So these are bad for me. Oops. What do we not need right now? We don't need this feather at all, really. Alright. Yeah, it looks like we're actually not in spring anymore, so that's a good thing. We're fine. It's nightmare fuel, and I need 4 of these. Okay, that's enough for now. Oops, that's a little bit more than we needed for now. Going a little bit insane again, it looks like. That is as we expected. There we go. A couple more of those, that's fine. Kilometer, let's sit next to you. Still a little bit close to those flowers, but that's fine. Alright, we're at 80 sanity, and that is not good for us, honestly, but it's at that point where we are not going to suffer any really serious side effects, so that's fine. We should be okay. If I had a top hat, that would be fantastic, but I don't really. Don't eat the dark petals, they do make you more insane, unless that's your goal, but again, if you're trying to go insane, it's usually to get nightmare fuel. This stuff is crazy, yeah. It's a shame you can't examine these eyes in the night, that would be fantastic. But, yeah, no, that's not the case. Alright, so my timing seems to be quite good since it's no longer summer. And I think we're going to be okay. All I've really got with me to eat is honey, but it's an excellent travel food because it keeps for, like, ever. It's good for health and it's okay for stamina. I mean, you need a lot of it before you fill up your stamina bar, but it's not that bad. There we go. I think we dropped to 79. No, not quite. Okay. I'll have to go grab my top hat later. I think I've got a top hat in this game. Alright. Alright, nighttime, go away. It's lasting too long. I'm surprised I'm not getting the music boxes, kind of. I kind of expected my sanity level to be at that point where I'd be getting those. Alright. So one of the things that we're going to want to do is equip our walking cane. And that's going to help us get through that bee swarm that we're going to end up going through. One of the interesting things is that if you do go through the bee swarm in summer, you'll actually potentially burn them all down because fires start where you are. It's like the sort of own personalized hell that you're in, where everything just is locally awful as opposed to just being awful in general. I'm not sure why that is, but that is the way the game is, so... Alright, now my friends have gotten a million miles away from me. They'll probably get killed in the bees, but you know what, that's fine. What we're actually going to do is not bring them with us through the bees. Hopefully they'll be okay over here, but we're going to drop this off over here. We're going to drop this off over here. The reason is I just don't want to drag them through the bees. That doesn't seem like that would be a very wise decision on my part. Oops. And this requires a little bit of concentration. There we go. And you can really see how the extra speed is just barely letting me get past some of these. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, never mind. I'm getting hit. Taking hits. Okay, there we go. We're away. Alright, so that went okay. We'll need to equip this. We'll want to equip this. We'll want to pick some flowers to gain our sanity back a little bit. And, just gonna kill this guy right away. Ouch. Okay, that guy actually hit me. I was surprised about that. We got what we came for, technically, but... might be a good idea. Ow. Ah, you know what? Screw it. We're gonna leave. We got what we came for. Got our purple gem, which is all we really came here for. Oh, he's still angry. Of course he's still angry. Alright, let's grab this carrot here. Eat it. Let's see if we can lure him towards the bees. Not really. Okay. Oh, bees don't seem to get aggressive on him. Interesting. Okay, so now we're going the other direction. Juking around the bees here. Actually, what the... oh, no, this is nothing interesting. Okay. And let's try and get past here. I can get around that way, it looks like. Yeah. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Not too bad. It's just a nice thing that these bees don't seem to stun lock you. Ah, that was a bit of lag. Alright. And we're out. Alright. Perfect. Now it is raining, so I do want to be wearing potentially something to stop that from just getting all over my head, but we'll see. Alright, you got that. Good job. Let's see what else you can store in here. I don't need the marble particularly. Let's just use this. Alright, there we go. And let's head on home, guys. Okay, so, again, it's like a million miles away from home, but that's perfectly okay. We could actually start getting some marble, because I really do like the marble floors as well. But I think our first priority is get home, get our sanity back up to full capacity, and be happy with that. I think that would be an ideal solution to the situation. Besides, it takes a long time in the lock pickaxes to mine all that marble up. Although it is a long trek to get here, I guess, but it's a pretty safe one, so... let's see here. And there's also some marble closer by to home, so... don't really need it. I could pick up those flowers, but I don't really feel like I need them right now. Rabbits are still normal rabbits, so I'm not that insane. A4, that's pretty bad, but it's not that bad. Alright, so... Chester and Glommer should be able to catch up eventually, but... I'm wondering if I'm going to make it back in time. I don't... oh, that would have been bad. I think I will, so we'll see. As long as I've got my trusty walking stick. They should call it a running stick, because that's what it makes you do. It's not a walking stick. This is autumn. Why is it raining so much? Or is this autumn? Is this... yeah, this is autumn. Strange. Okay. Hopefully Glommer won't walk right through that, though. I'm wondering if he will. I'm guessing he will. That will be tragic. Absolutely tragic. Because that's a free Krampus that I could have gotten. Okay, so we're just about at nighttime. And at this point in time, I can both turn off this thing and start using my normal fires. There we go. And let's get over here. Shadow Manipulator. Where do I want to build this? Let's build it fairly close to the fire if we can. Let's pick up this rot and this rot over here. Huh, okay. Well, let's fertilize our fields, I guess. Those are all fully fertilized now, I think. And let's go ahead and... Is Chester's in the way, or does it actually need more space than that? It might need more space than that. Okay. Yeah, it seems to require quite a lot of space, which I don't necessarily remember. Alright, let's build that. There we go. We can now build things which are magical in nature, such as, for example, the Dark Sword, which I'm not going to build because it's a bit of a waste. Belt of Hunger, Living Amulets, all these are kind of not really that useful in all honesty. We'll go check that out during daylight hours, when it's a little bit brighter maybe. But let's throw some more fuel into this fire here. And let's continue making these. I don't have to go out for the full moon because we've got we've got Glommer already. He's alive. You know, we don't need to worry about that. I should have actually used the other honey. That was the wrong choice there. Alright, so let's go check this thing out here. Do I actually want anything right now? Pan Flute would have been nice, but I don't have the thing for it. One-man band is actually kind of useful. The Nightlights I like, but they're kind of also useless. Belt of Hunger, Life-Giving Amulet, Chilled Amulet. I mean, the Chilled Amulet is actually probably pretty useful, but Nightmare Amulet is not useful. Fire Staff, Total Locator is kind of funny, but not that useful. Okay, so I don't really want to build any of those things right now, but I mean, this is the problem I have with this particular game in terms of when you sort of get to this later stage. None of the actual late game items are worth building. It's kind of unfortunate, but it is the case. There are some interesting things you can do with them, but mostly they let you sort of use up charges really quickly and then not have it anymore. I guess I'm just the sort of person that's against consumable items in principle. Alright, let's see here. We'll put all of you guys in there. Souls of the Damned, the Lost and the Damned. And that's fine. Alright. Let's go ahead and get into this here and start planting these, because we can now. It's raining, so this is going to even be a little bit better than normal. Alright. And I guess that, yeah, we're at that point where I should start thinking about decorating, so let's go ahead and build ourselves the thing that lets me pull up floors. I think I only need this thing, and it's just a pitchfork. Do I need rope for that? No, I do not. Perfect. We've got slots for that. We don't need this anymore. Let's see here. Yep, that's got that. And do I have anywhere to store these living logs? I might have to build another chest. Well, there's some rocks I can put in here, so. And, yeah, as always, I've got very disorganized everything, which is, you know, the way things are. And I'm fine with that. That's perfectly acceptable. Okay. That looks good. Okay. We'll grab up this extra pickaxe and head on our merry way, because we're going to need as much pickaxe as possible to get rid of all of those marble statues. They're gaudy eyesores anyway. Okay, my umbrella is still good. Okay, 59%. That thing's still level 2. Don't need to take it out just yet. And 115 sanity is good enough for me. Okay, so the statues are sort of scattered around. There were 2 sets of them, if I recall. One of them was a little bit closer. And yeah, it's a bit anticlimactic that I finally got the thing that let me make magic stuff, and I'm just like, I'm not going to make any of it right now. The thing is, like, that's kind of the way it is. It's just, a lot of it's trash. Alright, there we go. I can make marble armor as well, but I don't usually use it. It's just too heavy and you just move slower. So, it's not really great stuff. Alright. And I can also start pulling up the floor from around here for the tiles, which is quite good. Saves me a bit of time. Alright, that broke already. Let's get this. There we go. Alright. We're gonna bring up the shag carpet with us as well here. Let's see, we'll do that. Actually, we want to keep this with us, so we'll give you... Let's give you our thermal stone. We don't particularly need it. It's nice to have the thermal stone with Chester as well, just in case a weird temperature thing hits. I think we're in the midst of a frog rain, though. Damn it. Nope, nope. Oh god. There we go. And this one. I think you can only hold something like 10 turf in a stack, though, so we're gonna run out of space pretty fast here. There we go. Alright, so that gave us a little bit of turf, which is good. Be interesting if you could make paper floors or something like that. That'd be interesting. Sliding paper walls or something like they have in Japan. That would be interesting. Not necessarily good, mind you, but interesting. And sometimes that's the most important thing in your games, so that it's interesting. This rain is not letting up. Like, we're perfectly dry just because of our umbrella, but I mean, I don't want to have to use it all up here. I'm going to switch it over to this just for a little while, so it's, we'll let our wetness go up a little bit, and then we'll switch it back. Here's the graveyard. I haven't been here in a while. I don't really feel like I need to dig anything up here, just because we've got enough of everything that we don't need any of that stuff. Oh good, it stopped raining. Good. Fantastic. But I mean, I could. It's just that we've already got gears, we've got everything we really need. Alright. We could go ahead and collect a little bit more evil flowers. That's nothing wrong with that. There's 3 here, which is exactly what we need, so that's fine. And I think we're reaching a full moon tonight again, so that should be okay. There we go. Let's see how much more of this we can carry here. I could drop off my pile of rod, actually, but I should have left it at home. I like leaving it on the ground at home near my farms. I just forgot to drop it off before I left. I'm not even sure why I picked it up. I think it was by accident. There we go. And marble is another one of those fantastic resources, but it is limited. So it's kind of a terrible waste to use it for purely aesthetic purposes, but on the other hand, that's my favorite use of the stuff. Alright. Oh man. Taking out these marble statues is one of the very few uses of the pickaxe that I think gold would actually be sort of more convenient, but on the other hand, it does not take much time to make a pickaxe, so I also don't particularly mind. I've got 2 torches, I just want to double check that. Anytime that you think it's going to be a full moon and you're going to just avoid making a fire, make sure that you've got some torches on you, and just in case you're wrong. Because, you know, things happen, sometimes you're wrong. Okay, and we've got the beefalo for carpet, but we're going to go ahead and dig that up and take it with us. There we go. There we go. And we're just doing this to save us time and shaving beefalo that are, if I recall, nowhere near us in this playthrough. Well, they're not actually that far away, but... let's see here. What do you want to carry here, Chester? Okay, good. I was right. Is indeed that. We're going to go ahead and just eat this. It's not great because it's raw, but it's better than nothing. And we have a ton of those things, so being inefficient with them at this point is not really something I'm concerned about. There we go. And this is what I like getting into in the later game. It's just like the sheer aesthetic joy of this game. Building up your base and making it look pretty. I don't know, I guess it's a vanity thing. Well, it is a vanity thing. Hello, ghost. It's a full moon, so there's ghosts around the graveyard that just sort of patrol around. Just ignore them and they'll ignore you. But yeah, there's some interesting things you can see on full moons. Yeah, see, there's a ghost over here. I can't remember what it was. No, I can't remember what the button was to observe things that you can possibly attack. I know how to force attack. I can't remember how to force non-attack. Ah, well. It's because I'm violent in nature. Alright, let's pick up more sticks along the way because we did use up quite a lot of them. I think it was good that we got away from home, because I think that was a frog rain that we were experiencing earlier. Good idea to go away from home during the frog rains. Alright, day again, so that's both nights of the full moon, so it will no longer be a full moon this night. The flowers do turn into evil flowers during those full moons, but picking all the flowers during a full moon is not necessarily the greatest idea, in my opinion. You don't want to do it just because what's going to happen is you're going to end up with no flowers, and you do need flowers still for your bees. I mean, if you've got a situation where you have been planting a ton of flowers, then that's fine, but otherwise, I don't particularly feel it's the most healthy idea. I think I just ran Chester through a spider nest, but that's probably okay. Because I don't think he usually gets attacked when I'm off screen from those guys. Ooh, look at these. They're already up. Okay. Let's do that. Let's start equipping this, and let's start figuring out where we want our actual indoors base to be. Let's do that. Fantastic. Okay, so we'll harvest all these first. Now, we don't necessarily want to carpet our crops. That would be a little bit odd. I do it sometimes, but I mean, you don't always want to do that. But what we could do... Okay, I'll give this guy at least 2. Let's see how many we get. Right. Okay, well, let's first of all drop this rot. If we get regular seeds, we'll eat them. Okay. So we've got 4. We've got enough. Okay. So a profit of 3 seeds, which is actually really good. Or sorry, 3 fruit. And we've got a seed left over, which is fantastic. Alright, our bee box is just laden with honey. That's fantastic as well. So we've got plenty of food for right now. We've got lots to spend our time with. When you got lots of food like this, you can get into projects like, you know, making flooring for everything. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll start digging up around here. We can have an indoor area with a tile where we're going to have this, our drying racks, because that doesn't need to have a very natural looking environment, I don't think. And whatever we sort of like dig up, we'll build a wall around it, because that's what I like to do. One of the other things I should be doing pretty soon is I really do need to get the defenses up. I need to get those floors up. Or sorry, the... I can't remember what's called. The tooth traps going here. I'll put that there. And if we get the tooth traps going, we'll be in a much better position. Just because we'll end up with a place that we can run to when the wolves start coming again. Alright, there we go. I think that's as far as we're going to go with that one. We'll keep a little bit of grass where we've got those bees. And we'll use checkered flooring in this area here, so... This is our definite sort of indoor area with a nice tile floor. And we'll need a little bit more of this, it looks like. And where can I... Placing it gets a little bit difficult sometimes. Damn it, okay. I might have to rotate the ground, which always sucks. Okay, hay wall, stone wall, flooring. What the hell was flooring under? I cannot remember for the life of me. Checkered flooring. I wonder if there's a bulk build button. I don't remember there ever being one. Probably is one, I just never figured it out. Alright. Because normally, I guess you don't actually build like 50 of something at a time. I guess this case happens to be 30-something of it. There we go. Okay, so that is a nice checkered flooring area. We can build definitely more of it, it looks like. We can include this area that has our endothermic fire. So why not? We'll clear out those trees over there, which is fine. We'll burn the grass turf, because there's not much use for it. I never really thought that there was much use for it, so... There we go, that's fine. And that's all good. we'll go ahead and check in our chests here. I'm going to do the thing that I was just saying that I really needed to do, which is we do need to get some defenses. So we're going to make some tooth traps. And where are our hound's teeth? Do we not have hound's teeth? There we are. Okay, and we can just put that there. Okay. Is it in fights? I forget a lot of things, so there we go. Hound's teeth trap, that's great. We are going to need some inventory space cleared out for us here, though, and that is perfectly fine. And that's brought us back up to pretty much full stamina, which is great. We'll have to find some rope here. Okay, and we'll make ourselves a ring of traps. We'll put it on this terrain here, just so that it's not really going to be interfering with us in the same way that it would otherwise. Go and fight here. Oops. Hopefully we're out of the range where spiders just wander into it, because we don't want to waste these on spiders. They're a little bit expensive, and they do, of course, gradually wear down, so it would not be an ideal use of them. Let's see here. Let's just drop that in one of these boxes here, where it will probably languish until I'm like, I wonder if I've already got one of these. Oh yeah, I have. It's got 3% on it. What a terrible waste of time and effort. Alright, where is this thing? That side? Okay. So dark, yada yada. Okay. You just have to get back in time to not get thwacked by the by Charlie or whatever. Alright. Looking over my stuff, I don't have a whole lot that I want to get rid of from my inventory right now, in all honesty. At this point in time, we're just going to make our room like way bigger just for the aesthetics of it. Okay, I want the area around here to be marble tile as well, just because I feel like your fire and your kitchen stuff should have solid rock for its floor and stuff like that, rather than being... Alright, let's just combine these for now. We'll just leave them there. But yeah, I don't particularly like the idea of a fire on carpet. That sounds like a terrible idea. If you disagree, then I hope you have fun in house fires. Anyway, just have to wait a tiny bit more for day. We'll finish off this episode by dropping down more traps. I think that, yeah, we'll build even more of these, I think, than we've currently got rope for, so we'll need to collect more of the stuff for that. They are... This one activated. I don't know what the hell hit it. While we're doing this, I kind of can't remember if... Like, I know that there's something in the patch about Chester and Glommer and traps, but I can't remember what it was. So we're going to leave these guys over here. I'll check that out experimentally later by accident. And just keep planting these here. Alright. There we go. As you can see, butterflies obviously do not set off tooth traps, because that would be absurd. I think I might be a little bit too close to that spider nest, so we might have to relocate it pretty quickly. It is a tier 2, but that's not quite good enough. We do need to wait till it's tier 3 before we relocate it, unless we're willing to just destroy it. And we might be. That might be a good idea, all things considered. The lure plant is looking awfully tempting right now, honestly. Still have these rabbit traps around here that are not very useful, but that's fine. Alright. There we go. And yeah, that's going to probably... That's a pretty long video, I think, that I've made here compared to normal for Don't Starve. We've gotten lots of stuff done, though. I think that I'm pretty happy with the progress we've made. So, anyway, I hope you found this video enjoyable, and of course, as always, I hope to see you all next time.